What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Hello. We're here for another week of Ask a Curator.
Woo.
15 more questions!
All right. So for the next question, which famous person do you wish would come in and see an exhibition you currently have on display?
Living or dead?
Okay, so have one dead famous person and one living famous person
To see an exhibition
that we currently have on display.
we currently have.
Yeah.
Well, Ansel Adams would be awesome with our National Geographic photography show.
And to hear him talk about the photos that we have of his in there.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Good Night and Loving to tell us about the chuck wagon. He was the first to use the chuck wagon. It'd be cool. Tell us, how did they have food on the trail before? And how did he come up with a chuck wagon? And
It would be interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Ansel Adams and Goodnight Levin of the Goodnight Levin Trail.
They're both dead. I chose two dead.
She chose two dead. I think I kind of agree with Maudie whenever I ask Maudie the question, either Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Gosling.
Why?
Because they're both supporters of the arts, like huge supporters of the arts. And anytime I'm on Ryan Reynolds' feed, I will see him or Blake Lively they're discussing something art-wise on their Instagram, their Facebook, their Twitter, something like that. So I would just love to see them walk in the museum and actually support the arts. Not saying other famous people don't support the arts. They're one of the few ones I actually see discussing going to a museum, go to plays, go to these art-based things. Maybe one of the Coopers. Local famous person, one of the Coopers.
Lots of them in the Hall of Fame.
Yep. Just so.
Oh, yeah, because, Tuffy Cooper, who started all of this, would be cool. Let's see where it's gone.
I mean, if you got them, you could get George Strait, country singer, who is a friend of the Coopers. He and his family, from my memory, would always come down to Hobbs and Monument and actually hang out with the Coopers, and they would do the bull riding around here. So you can get George Strait and one of the Coopers in here, and you can have a good conversation there. If something came to life, like Night at the Museum, what would it be?
You told me not Gus yesterday.
Can't be Gus.
I don't know why. All those anthropomorphic things, we don't have much.
No. I mean, it'd be interesting to hear the paintings, like the Native American paintings and a couple of the oil rig paintings tell their stories.
I think the bronze of Baldy
The horse.
would be adorable.
Just a little miniature horse running around. He would hurt himself getting off, wouldn't he? The stand that we have?
Someone would help him.
Okay, someone would have to help him down. Gus would have to help him down.
There you go. Be like Gus's puppy.
Oh no! This is a 3-question video.
Ooh.
Last one's a serious question.
Oh, no.
What is the biggest challenge facing museum curators in this 21st century?
That's a very general question.
I feel like you can dissect that and put it in different areas.
Goodness.
Like,
Our biggest challenge is storage. We don't have storage. Curators in general would be getting people into museums, I guess.
that would be the overall. But it's also, I feel like it's also a lot with the whole people are trying to erase history. Whether they're saying it or not, they're trying to get rid of parts of history. And as a curator, you want to preserve that.
Right. People don't like confrontation, but it's our job to present the facts.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to give the controversy, but you're like, you can't just get rid of this piece of history because it happened.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, this happened. So as a curator, you're kind of stuck in that catch-22. Do I keep my job and do what my institution says? Or do I go ahead and just put it out on the line and be like, here's history, as it is, as it was, pure, unadulterated history.
And it goes with art and science, too.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to talk about evolution or,
Things like that. The different type of artist.
different artists, different time periods of art, if the Nazis stole it, if, it's...
If the artist owned slaves.
What is art?
That too. What are we considering art? That was a big
Freedom of speech.
That was a big question whenever Daryl was here, because Daryl was a huge art person. So Erin and I would always take him to a museum and we'd be like, is this art? Because we don't think it's art.
Because it's a blank canvas with a gray line on it.
Or it was a glossy mirror that was a completely different color shades of gray.
Yeah, that's a good one in general. I mean, that's a very general question.
That's a good one. If you want to go to an AAM and have a literal panel and committee about that, you can have people sit down and discuss. Let's have a heartfelt conversation here.
They could do that in the little like soapbox area. It's not the soapbox area, but someone gets up and asks a question. And
Okay, so we started with 15. Now we have 12.
12 questions left.
See you next time.
This is a chuck wagon.
The Cowboys roll in kitchen.